Hello, my name is Zach Simpkins, and I'm going to talk to you today about money. Now, I know when I hear money, I have a lot of different emotions involved with money. Back to when there's times where I'm doing really well, I'm like, okay, our money's fine, we have stuff in the savings, we know we're set. Versus other times that I've had where money's been really tight, didn't know where we're going to get our next meal. We didn't know if we're going to keep the things that we had. So all of these things, emotions and reactions with money usually stem from what we've learned, behaviors that we have. Now, like all other learned behaviors, they start when we're kids. So when I was a kid, my parents worked really hard. My dad was working a couple different jobs. My mom was working until she, for health reasons, wasn't able to continue working. And we grew up in very small living situations. So I could see like, wow, this is really tough. Money's really tight. And I had another example of my grandfather who also had similar circumstances. He grew up working on a farm in northern part of Utah in a small town. And he had to make a choice when he was about to graduate high school. Now there were circumstances where he couldn't actually graduate and earn a degree. Um, so he had to then choose, okay, what's he going to do? This is around the time of the Vietnam War, and so he decided to go into the Navy. That's what he could do. And when he got there, he had to work hard because he didn't have a high school degree. He had to take the GED and did really well and was able to get into the flight program at the Navy. And then took that and continued to work hard. He worked his way through schooling and paid himself to get a college degree and on up. So he would have us come over to his house and we would work for him. We'd work in the yard work, and all these other things to help show us an example. Then when we were older, he gave us this. So this is a model replica of the plane that he flew in the Navy to help show us the different things we can obtain if we learn to work hard and invest in our futures. And that's what I'm going to talk to you today, is about investing in your children's futures by getting a USmart savings account here at Central Bank. So, USmart savings account, we're going to learn a little bit more about it and why you should open one up. So currently, the USmart savings account has an interest rate of 2.5%. To give a perspective, a normal savings account has 0.15%, so less than a percent. So say you got $100 in, on this interest rate, you would earn $2.50 every quarter versus normal interest rate of 0.15, you would earn less than a penny every quarter. So in a whole year, you have not even a full penny worth of investment. Really doesn't work for you. That is the first benefit. Number two of the reason is that for every A that a child earns from when they start sixth grade on up through the rest of high school, they get $1 per A, up to 32 in a year. So even then, it shows it pays to get good grades. The other part with the price match. So Central Bank will actually, if you put an initial deposit of up to $20, they will match that. You can, of course, put in more, but if you only have $20 to put in for your child, it's instantly doubled. And since it's a bank, your money and your child's money is secure. So that is some of the first benefits. But there's some things that can kind of dissuade people. What if they already bank somewhere else? What if they already have put a lot of time and effort in and they're loyal to where they're at? Or they just don't want to switch because it could be a big thing. They don't know how it works. Well, here's some easy things. So Central Bank is a community bank located in Utah County of Utah. So the whole point of this bank is to help give back to the community and help our youth especially learn how to manage finances so that they can afford things like a house in their future. If you'd like to learn more, you can definitely click on the link. This is a picture that I took of this site talking about the Smart Savings account. There's tons of great benefits with opening an account there, and you can, as a parent, you can be able to be a joint owner and be able to have all the online stuff and privileges to be able to manage your finances, help teach your kid how to be better with their money. And going back to the example of my grandpa, so he distilled so many lessons on us about money, and we have been so grateful for that. My brother, with his degree, was able to go back and do a class to design this disc. So I don't know if any of you have ever played disc golf, but my brother designed this one with the same jet to remind all of us and celebrate our grandpa, but also what we can do if we work hard and we put our money into something worthwhile. Brother had a great education. He's continuing to work in order to make more money. And all started with the accounts that he had. So my grandpa would put in money into ours so we could go to college. Now, if he was able to put it in central bank instead, we would earn a lot more just for interest. So let us invest in the lives of our children, and we can start doing it today. It is as simple as going in with a valid ID and with knowing your child's social security number, and you can open up an account starting today. Don't miss out on this opportunity. The interest rates have never been higher, and I guarantee that it is the highest interest rate around, so that your child can earn more money just letting it sit there and start getting good habits involved with money that will help them for the rest of their lives. Thank you for watching.